Hi there, it's Miss Pritzel, and I'm the Library Media Specialist at Appleton West High School, and I decided it's time for something a little lighter, not so serious, but they're great books. So this is a series, and unusually, the series is not named after the first book. The first book is Grave Mercy. The author is Robin LaFevers. It is a trilogy, but there's a duology that follows it. So how would I categorize this? This is one reason why I never want a genre file library. One of the main purposes for this book, other than to entertain, is romance. Yes, it is a romance story. It is also set in the medieval times. Actually, like some of the people in this are actually real people. So some of this politics and stuff that goes on, it's really happened. But it's also got a fantasy element to it. So medieval romance fantasy. Yeah. So categorizing it as books is always a fun thing. All right. So Isme is the book is the set is a trilogy. So there's 3 books, and each one focuses on a different main character, which sometimes I don't think I'm going to like, but I really liked this series. I think this might have been my favorite, but I have listened and read the series multiple times. So Isme is the first girl, and all the girls in this series are strong women. Gotta love that. But they also are daughters of Saint Mortain. So Saint Mortain is one of the old saints, and he's like the patron god of death. So all of his daughters who go to this one abbey are trained as assassins, but they are assassins in a good way because they are there to protect the duchess and the duchy, and take out evil people who are going to hurt the duchess or the duchy. So Isme's story: Isme, very poor. Her father has just married her off to some pig farmer, but she's rescued by somebody who brings her to the Abbey of St. Martin, and she is trained to be an assassin and then sent out to be an assassin. Well, then the romantic angle is that the Duchess, who's very young, has a brother who's about a decade older, and he is a half-brother. So the Duke was married to her mom, but not to his mom. So that's why he is not in line for being like the next Duke of this duchy. All right, so that's Isme's story. And like I said, action, adventure, medieval, romance with some fantasy. Oh, because what's the fantasy element? Isme has a talent because being the daughter of St. Martin, she has a talent, and her talent has to do with poisons. And it's that poisons don't affect her, but other things come up too. So there's a little excitement, in finding out new things about their talents. Dark Triumph is the second book. This is Sabella's story. Sabella is not as easy to like for a variety of reasons, but as you read her story, you get to understand that she's had a horrible life. Like Isme had a horrible life too. Sabella came from a very wealthy family, but her father is like one of the most evil people ever, and he's raised her brothers to be about the same. He's married multiple women, many who've died suspiciously, and so there's lots of siblings to go around. And so she is a daughter of Saint Mortain. She is trained at the Abbey, but then she's sent back to live with them, and because this is all to help the Duchess and the Duchy, and this is like Sybil thinks this is horrible. Her love interest in this book is somebody who is a good friend of the Duchess, and they call him the Beast because he's huge, but also he's been in so many battles that his face is not like beautiful or anything like that. So he's called the Beast because of his size and because of his looks. The last book in the trilogy is called Mortal Heart, and this is Anna's story. Anna has been at the Abbey longer than any other girls, but she's never been sent out on an assignment, and she's the best of her class. She wants to be the best. Is the best, period. But finally she decides to run away, and she's going to find out, what's my purpose here? So I'm not going to tell you Annabeth's story. It tells you too much if I give it. I don't want to give things away. Because once again, this is the end of the trilogy. So Ismay is in this story and Sabella is in this story, but this is really Anna's story for a whole. So this is a great, very engaging trilogy. And like I said, great for romance. But here's the other thing, and I don't remember if I mentioned this at the beginning. And this is something I've been noticing and wanted to talk about. YA books are not always written at this high level. When I looked up, because I've been like, that Lexile number seems kind of low. So the Lexiles on these books are a 5th, 6th grade level. Now, I know Lexiles can be a little, but I would have to agree they're longer, and that's going to intimidate some kids, but they are not, it has to do with vocabulary and things like that. So these are a great series, and once again, they're going to engage some girls, and I know they're assassins, but I think, honestly, in a lot of ways, these girls are good role models because they do, for the most part, make good choices, and they're doing their best for their country. So Robin LaFevers did come out with a duology more recently, because those books are, I don't know how old, but they've been out for a while. So I recently, within the last 2-3 years, discovered these, and this is, once again, this is Sabella on a mission, and it kind of takes place during the same timeline as the other ones, because at the end of the first trilogy, they're all done. So, like I said, I wanted something a little lighter. So, as I always say, if the first one's checked out, because you need to read them in order, we will interlibrary loan the other one for you, or you can get it at the public library, and then you can read the rest of them. I think this is a fantastic series, and if this is not for you, or we can't get the other one for you, I will help you find something else, because I love to do that. My goal is always to find the right book for everyone and keep you reading. Have a fantastic day.